It was a nice morning in Portland, Oregon. Winds were calm, the sun was out, very few scattered clouds. Pilots usually call such nice weather severe clear. My dad was there with his friend who was picking up his new airplane, a Cessna 210. It was a beautiful single propeller aircraft, fast, wieldy, a fun plane to fly, and brand new. My father and his friend were beginning a flight home to Waukegan Airport. According to radar, things looked like it would be stormy by the end of the flight, but it was nothing that the new 210 couldn't handle. They began the flight like any other flight: pre-flight check and walk around, engine start, taxi, and takeoff. Soon enough, they were hauling down the runway in the powerful Cessna and pulled back on the yoke and were off the ground and began to their destination. They made a quick stop to have lunch and another later to have dinner. As night fell, they were getting closer to their destination, as well as to the storms. They went in navigating blind, only using their trustworthy instruments. My father started to notice that the artificial horizon, an instrument that shows your attitude, was falling slowly, coming back up and falling again. Except every time it fell, it got lower and lower. When it came to a stop at the lowest point, my dad looked to his right, and sure enough, the vacuum pump, an instrument that helps provide power to critical instruments, had failed and caused the gyroscope in the artificial horizon to fail and fall. Since they cannot see anything but pitch black out of the windows and their attitude indicator is not working, they do not know their orientation. And any good pilot knows that you never trust your brain says your orientation is. Despite the extreme danger of the situation, my father and his friends stayed calm, focused, and thinking. Outside of the window of the aircraft was pure black. But a few minutes later, the only visible light was the moon above. They were flying in between two flat clouds, and my dad was able to figure out the orientation of the aircraft by the light of the moon, which illuminated the flat top of the cloud below. They contacted Chicago Center with a pan call to notify that something was broken in the aircraft and needed priority landing. They were given clearance for the ILS at Madison Municipal Airport in Wisconsin. Tensions rose as the larger United Airlines plane ahead of them decided to go around and execute a missed approach to try to land again because the weather was too bad for landing. My dad, despite knowing that the larger, more advanced, and durable airliner ahead of them had decided to go around because of strong winds, he stayed focused, calm, and thinking. Thankfully, the visibility had cleared up, and they could see the runway lights in the distance. Being battered by strong winds and wind gusts, they brought the plane in and had a rough landing in the dark, stormy night. Both my father and his friend were safe because they stayed calm, focused, and thinking.